Alright, so quick measurement. 13.6. We want to get it to about 11 or 12.8. Alright, so why we didn't drill first is because when we do the die, the 13 mil die for the cap threads, we didn't drill first because it makes it this makes it more solid without drilling it. Right, so when we do actually do our die to 13 mil, it doesn't break or crack. Back to my die holder. Alright, now same thing here. I'll make sure it's on there. And then a good push forward. Come back. Good push forward, come back. Alright, with these ones, because they're a little bit thicker thread, I like to clean frequently. Find it helps keep the threads nice and clean. For cap threads, you don't want too many. Right? I usually do that about 4 wraps, 4 to 5 wraps, because it's an M10-1 single start, so you don't want to have too many. Now, see, I have my shoulder here. What I'm going to do is come back and clean that up, and this way the cap doesn't get stuck when it tries to go over. Right? Now what I'm doing is I'm looking to see where my threads are. Right? I can see kind of where the depth is. I want to bring this shoulder and this tenon to that same depth. This way the cap doesn't get caught. Right? I'm a little bit high, so we're going to clean it up a bit more. Very tiny amounts. Keeping things as straight as we can. Alright, now what I'm going to do is clean up this outside shoulder so it doesn't have a sharp edge. Just a touch, just like a touch. and that feels pretty good. Alright, now what we're going to do is I like to run a 9mm and keep the threads real crisp and hard, like real heavy on the section inside. That way it gives it a nice tight fit. Pop our die out. Jacob's chuck back in. Now we're going to grab a 9mm. Alright, and for purposes here, we're not going to drill the whole thing. Just going to drill it enough so I can tap it. Back line it up. Slow the lathe rate down again. Alright, drilling, you want to drill as pretty well as slow as possible. Alright, slower is less chance of heat up. The faster it's going, the faster it's going to heat up, especially with acrylic. Yeah. Back to the water bucket. Lube. Away we go. So light touch. Seems to be nice and straight. There we go. Now my drill bit's sinking in. There we go. Just throwing the swarf in the garbage. See, I'm still having that kind of kick to the one side bit, so we're just going to adjust it a hair. There we go. Right now, by drilling 9mm, the thing is here, when you go to tap, they're going to be heavy threads. So you want to go extremely slow, because now we've got less material on the top. The breakout could actually happen. I don't use like caps and stuff. I find you probably could, but I just don't. I can do it without it, so seems like an extra step for no reason. I can see my piece sinking back in a bit. Just give her another little tight. Water kind of helps it slip. Well, now we're way off. There we go. Just taking your time, one bite at a time. Lube. Alright, just slowly going. You see how I'm getting a nice ribbon there? That's what you want. You start getting powder and it's too much heat. Alright, nice ribbon. Each flute, one nice ribbon. Each flute, one nice ribbon. That's the loop. The loop helps it slide on the bit and keeps it cooler. See, we're getting pretty close to where we want to. I wasn't going to drill this far, but back to, like I said, the bit's in. Might as well finish it off where we need it. Then I don't have to do it again. So what we're going to do is get a rough estimate. Alright, we're going to stick a converter in, and we're going to measure. And let's get a rough measurement here, leaving it a little bit big. So 71, 72, we're just going to mark that on the bit. This way we get a rough. How deep it actually needs to go. I do it from the point of the bit, not the flutes. That way, because it ends up being in the middle. The converter ends up being in the middle, even if it pushes up inside the divot of the bit. At least it'll fit. So what we're going to do, we're going to relock it in just by putting it up on the drill bit. Alright, this keeps it pretty straight to where we were drilling. Bam. This way now it's supported in the back. Should we get lots of lube in there? Right. Almost there. Another couple, and she'll be done. So yeah, a little bit of powder there went a little too much. It'll be fine though. We're going to go back and just lightly clean it up. Now 10 mil tap. 10 by 1. Tighten that up. Some lube. Alright, make sure it's in there. Let's get rid of that. And same thing, light pressure. You either hold it from the bottom or the top. I like the top, and push it down and forward. Now, very slowly, feeling. See, it's definitely getting a grab. Alright, a lot of material, so we're going to back out. Alright, we're going to clean. This helps keep the threads nice and crisp and clean also. I know we got to go in deeper, so we're going to go back at it. I think that should be good. Now we're going to take our, where have I lost it here? Take our brush. Helps clean crap out of the threads. Nice new threads. Still have some rough sides to them. Now, let's test it out. Alright, the section's still proud, but we still gotta finalize the shape and the diameter of it. But that basically is your cap, which here is the cap. I think we might be a little bit short for a Joe nib, so we're going to need to put a finial on it. Finial helps give you an extra little bit when you cut things a little bit short, or here I've left you know, a good chunk of space, so just judging by how big that nib's going to be, I could always cut the section back a bit this way, and then the tap should be pretty nice inside. I'll need a nib to test it, but there you go. There's the basic concept, or the actual setup. That fits in nice.